Take 6. I purchased this game used. I purchased it used at a retro game store, and I was expecting to get just the basic Dead or Alive 5 copy. I wasn't expecting to get Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate or Last Round. I don't even think Last Round came out on the PS3. I think that came out physically on the PS4. But I could be wrong there. Anyways, I was just expecting to get Dead or Alive 5, the base game, because I had heard a lot of bad choo-choo surrounding this game and its propensity for a crap ton of downloaded content. Well, they didn't have Dead or Alive 5 base game. They had the case, and I was able to pick it up. They didn't have the disc. They only had one disc of Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. They didn't have the case for Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. So the employee did put 2 and 2 together and said, hey, just take this game. I'm only going to charge you for the vanilla. So, that's what I got. $2, $2 or $3, Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate. You put Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate into your PlayStation 3, and it downloads a very large update patch. And it's basically downloading Last Round, the latest version of Dead or Alive 5. I do believe that most of the downloaded content after Last Round was released only for the PS4 and the Xbox One versions of this game. So I didn't have access to that anyways. But I did have access to certain DLC that it downloaded for me. It downloaded the data, should I say, of this DLC. It downloaded the data of downloaded characters such as Mary Rose, I forget the names of the others, but when you opened your roster menu, like when you wanted to do simple versus, you go to the versus mode, and you saw that certain fighters were locked. They were locked. They had a little grayed out sign, but when you hovered over it, their character showed up, the character model showed up, their theme music was in the game for some reason. You could listen to it fully, you could pick another character, and you can have the game play that downloaded character's theme music. But the character itself was locked, of course, because Mary Rose and some other characters were downloaded characters in Ultimate. They were downloaded characters, so you had to buy them first before you could access them. But since this content came out after Ultimate, since Last Round came out after Ultimate, they basically downloaded all of that for you. They downloaded everything that Last Round was supposed to have, but it kept a lot of things locked. This bothered me to the point that I had to go down a rabbit hole. I went down a rabbit hole just to see just how much downloaded content this game had. Like, I know a lot of it wasn't on the PS3 version. I know that a lot of DLC came out after Last Round released, and a lot of it was for the PS4, for Steam, for the Xbox One. I know that those versions had a lot more than what this one got. So I decided, let's look at the Steam version. Let's look at the grand total. If you wanted to buy Last Round, and you wanted to buy every single piece of downloaded content, how much was that going to be? How much were you going to pay to get technically a complete copy? Well, I found a site that took screenshots of the Steam DLC library for this game, and it said the grand total of all of the DLC was going to be $1,177.34. You heard that right. I will repeat it. $1,177.34 for all of the DLC for this one game. It's not even a live service game. Live service models have, like, these microtransactions and things of that nature, and the money racks up over the years that you've played it, but that's the point of those model-type games. That's the point of games like that. This one's just a fighter. It's just a simple fighting game. And it has $1,177.34 worth of DLC. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not acceptable. My rant has gone out of control 5 times here. So I'm going to end it here. I'm going to end it by saying I spent $3 on this. I'm not spending $1,177.34 on a game like this. I'll spend $3. But I'll probably not even play it, because it mocks me. The blacked out characters that it downloaded for you in that large patch. It downloaded them for you. It's in the game. They're in the game. All the code, all of it. It's all there. It's just locked because you haven't bought it yet. That's the type of practice that happens nowadays. And I'm going to end it here, because if I keep going, I'm probably going to have to cut again. So, good day, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a Rant Files that I've had to control myself for. A rant I've had to control, basically. So this was like basically a reined-in rant. A reined-in rant. Oh boy. I might have more of those in the future. I hope you enjoy this one. I hope that you might have even opened your eyes to how downloadable content works in a lot of these games. I might urge you to check some of that out, and maybe you have some stories of your own. Have you ever purchased a game and then looked at the list of downloaded content and realized that the cost to get all of the downloaded content would actually be more than the money you spent on the game itself? Even if you bought this new $60, $1,000 is a lot more than $60. I'd like to know your story as well. Take care, everybody. And remember, be imaginative.